You've said that TrialPad gives you control, especially compared to handing an expert a binder. What do you mean by that?
Well, part of the persuasion process is to control where people keep their attention so that their mind isn't wandering and thinking about lunch or something else. You want them focused on that persuasive point that you're about to make. And so by using TrialPad and presenting that piece of evidence and then the tools within TrialPad to direct attention, I found it to be just very effective.
Can you tell us about a Zoom deposition where controlling the screen really changed the dynamic?
Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about this case and then I'll show you an exhibit that we used during it. It was a simple car versus pedestrian where a young man is leaving work and going to his girlfriend's house and he's not really paying attention. So as he makes a turn, he doesn't look where he's supposed to, and he doesn't see that there's a family with young children stepping into the road as he's making the turn. And I'll show you now how we ended up using this exhibit to prove that point. So right now I'm using my iPad and connecting to the Zoom. And this is exactly how it works during Zoom depositions. This exhibit, as you can see, is just a very simple hand drawing of the diagram. And this tool here is the laser. So you can draw on the screen, and if I hold my pen down, it'll stay there. If I lift my pen, it will go away. So what you're able to do now with this exhibit, and this is being recorded, so you have it on a video, is you can simply direct the attention and say, the defendant is here, and he's going to make this turn. But we all know that when you're making a turn, the important thing is where you're looking. You have to be looking at the area where you're turning. Well, the defendant didn't because he had noticed there's a man walking a dog on the sidewalk. And he said, I really like that dog. So as he's turning, this is where his field of vision is. So he has no idea that this young family is stepping into the street, and he makes contact with them and drags them down the road. And in fact, after the crash, the vehicle comes to a stop, and you can see the scratches on the pavement that are left from my client's bicycle being dragged under his vehicle as he continues down the road. And you might ask, what's this? That's one of my client's dreadlocks that was ripped out of his head as he's being dragged down the road.